Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Nick and Knarf. Only this is Choice Cuts Live, a very, very special show on a very unique act that has been just making the buzz on the internet, going global, just affecting all kinds of music lovers all around the world. I've seen an explosion of videos about these guys, and I've discovered them a couple of months ago, and I want to share them with you today. They are from Quebec, Canada, the Canadian-French band duo Angine De Poitrine. Now, the name may sound strange. It actually is a French translation of angina pectoral, which is about chest pains you have before you have a heart attack. So I like to think of their name as chest pains, but they're a dynamic, unique phenomenon that has been taking the world by storm now. They were formed in 2019, consisting of two members performing under the pseudonym Khn De Poitrine, he's the guitar player, and Clec De Poitrine, he's the drummer. The brothers, presented as such only for the purposes of the concept, describe themselves as a mantra rock, dada, Pythago-Cubist orchestra. Their group combines experimental rock with microtonal music, performance art using strange tuning systems, complicated rhythms, and instrumental compositions. Their performances are distinguished by the wearing of these oversized papier-mâché masks and these polka dot costumes, either white on black or black on white. They've been playing together since they were 13 years old. Their costumes and stuff were originally conceived as a joke because they wanted to perform at this club that wouldn't allow the same band to play for 2 weeks in a row. So they decided to break the system by wearing a costume the second week, and they've gotten all kinds of raves since then. They've declined offers from radio recording companies because they want to maintain control over their own individual development. They're just remarkable and dynamic. Even they finally got to be featured on Rick Beato, who was being bombarded with emails about this group. They're just really beyond words. I mean, part of it is gimmickry, but part of it is real, raw talent. They're also considered math rock band. Math rock is, I guess, some sort of subset of alternative rock where they use atonal and weird time signatures and all kinds of stuff. Hard to describe, hard to define, but these guys are incredibly talented, and I'm looking forward to sharing a little bit of their stuff with you today. And if you like what you're going to hear, and I think you might find it intriguing, please consider subscribing. Hit the like icon, share, tell your friends about Nick and Knarf because we are caring for your ears. So get ready. I'm just about to get into it, but I want to share a little bit about where I think some of the showmanship comes from, and I'm going to share that with you, okay? So what you'll notice is what looks like a simple sort of homemade design studio of clothing and wear. I mean, their sets are so simple. It's just their outfits. The drums are covered with some sort of canopy covered with the polka dots. The background is just an alternating pattern of black on white or white on black. But what's so intriguing are these costumes. And I was intrigued because they hearken to me to a number of phenomena. Now, I don't know if this is what went into their minds, but for me, it dredges up a lot of fascinating and evocative things. First of all, if you'll notice here, the 17th century plague masks, these were actually worn by doctors during the bubonic plague to protect them from getting the plague. And Kne's outfit, or Kin, whatever his name is very reminiscent of these 17th century plague masks, which is really striking with the long nose, also like Pinocchio, but just remarkable the association with those masks. I registered right away. And then if you also notice, I have here Pierrot, 17th century French clown. He was famous in the Comédie Italienne. So I don't know if they were hearkening back to the roots, wearing these kind of drapey clown outfits as well. And then for the drummer, Clec, we got, to me, it harkens from the goons from the cartoon show Popeye. He's got this long dangling nose which swivels as he plays the drums, very reminiscent of these cartoon characters, the goons from the Popeye. And also his outfit harkens to these robotic designs from post-World War II robot designs that were starting to take over. So I don't know, it's this weird meshing of historic phenomenon with current and retro kind of imagery to create an incredible stage presence, which kind of belies the real musical and artistic talent of these two guys. So their discography is very minimal. They have like two, downloadable music streams. One's called Volume 1, one's called Volume 2. They've been playing all over Canada, and I know they're setting up a tour for the United States later in 2026, and it's just utterly unique stuff, and I can't describe it, but they're all over the internet, so you can watch other videos, but I selected this one song that just really catches me. It's from a video I saw where they were in performance at a place called Sainte-Brigitte-De-Laval in France in Quebec, Canada in 2025. It's a tremendous performance, and they have a number of cuts, but this one is really cool. I think you're going to enjoy. This is called Hotel Ababa. We'll get back, see what you think about this one, okay? Ababa Hotel. Yeah, isn't that guitar work and the drumming just incredible? I mean, you look at these people and think, oh, just a gimmick, but behind the gimmick, there is incredible amount of dexterity, hard work, discipline, musicality, and music knowledge. I mean, that guitar work is as great as anything like Frank Zappa has done with his kind of progressive long pieces. But then if you hear their other work, it's very, very experimental, very, very. This one, Hotel Ababa, is a little more straight line prog jazz sound, but it includes the elements of their own unique making. And if you watch a lot of the videos too, he plays. If you watch his feet, he plays this electronic device which records and loops, bass lines and guitar lines and stuff. That's why they get this fullness of sound when they perform, even though it's just the guitar or the double guitar with the bass and the regular guitar and the drums. But what they put together is just absolutely ass-kicking, futuristic, and yet retro rock and roll that is really taking the world by storm. I had to share it with you. I hope you enjoyed my presentation today on choice cuts of this dynamic, up and coming, and believe me, they are going to be acknowledged and recognized because they are not a joke. These guys are serious musicians, and they want to cultivate an identity and a brand and a quality of music which is totally new on the music scene, and I know you're going to really enjoy it. And if you did and you haven't, please again consider subscribing, liking, and sharing. Tell your friends about Nick and Knarf because we care for your ears, and we hope that you enjoyed our presentation, and I look forward to seeing you next time on another episode of Nick and Knarf. Angine De Poitrine. Peace out and ciao bambini. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.